Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm super excited because we're going to be trying a bunch of Lottie London products. Now, I don't know if you know, it's a drugstore product. The first time that I ever tested that product was through Ipsy, and I tested a highlighter that's called the Good Girl, and it actually became one of my favorite highlighters because it could be as intense as you wanted it to be, and it could be as, you know, natural and whatnot as you'd like it to be, and overall a very much versatile product. So as I was scrolling through ideas of things that I wanted to test, I came up with that brand on Ulta, and I decided, like, hey, why not try a bunch of products and see what the whole cosmetic line is about. And I bought everything through Ulta. I have not gone through their whole website and seen all of their products. Now, the thing that made me really want to buy everything was this palette specifically. It's the Ibiza palette. It's very colorful, very much neon and whatnot. And since my Huda Beauty palette, the pastel one, was such a fail when it came to mattes, I wanted to see if I went a little more on the drugstore side, if I could find something good and useful for a much cheaper price. Now, this is not to be shady about the Huda Beauty palettes. The shimmers, I love them beautifully, and again, it could be the fact that I'm just not professional. I don't know how to work with pastels, but I wanted to see if I could work this one up for myself. I did do a couple of swatches for it, and it seemed very promising. So if you want to see a couple of face products and eye products from the Lottie London brand, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first product that I want to try, it's the Lottie London Arch Rival Microblade Effect brow product. The only shade that they had was cool brown, and essentially is kind of like a product that gives you kind of like a microblade effect. So it has like 4 little lines that you could, you know, draw across your brow to give it like kind of like that false hair there. Now, I'm not a big fan of brow products. Like, I'm very standard. I used to do pomades, but I now like being much more on the natural side, so I just use a pencil, and I'm not very elaborate on brows. Like, that's just the way that I do them. Now, I saw this product and I said, why not? It had a couple of good reviews, so I thought about testing it. So I'm just gonna come through my brows with some gel. So I'm gonna actually go in, see what this is all about. That's the only thing I didn't like. It only had one color, which I think might work for me and might be a little too light, but let's see what it's all about. Also, I'll be listing all the products in the video and in the description below. I don't even know how to go into this. I'm just gonna start drawing little hairs, I guess. Oh my fucking... This is not the color I expected it to go on my brows. This is going wrong already. Trying to be, you know, gentle about it. Okay, so on the hand, it drew, you know, very thin brow-like strokes. In the actual brow, it's a whole new story. Oh wow. Probably should have gone through a tutorial to figure this out. So I'm just gonna give you a little nice close-up of how my brows are looking so far. So these are essentially what my brows look like. Now, I am not a fan of this look. I mean, some people like very defined strokes. Not defined, but very obvious strokes. That would be the case, which if it's your case, that's completely fine. You might like this product. I'm not a fan of it, so we're just gonna skip into the next product. Hey guys, so I already did my brows again, and I already prepped my eyes with some concealer. I didn't set it since these are neon colors and I want to make the most out of them. I didn't set it. I don't know where I'll go with this, but this is pretty much what the palette looks like. The color story is so exciting. It feels like it's summer and like a little palette. And it was super cheap. I wish I'd had the prices, but I'll obviously put them in the video and in the description below. I've already swatched the mattes. I can give you like a little preview. Like, they're pretty pigmented. The only thing I don't like about these shadows is the smell. It smells like little girl's makeup, like fake and cheap. But for the price tag, I mean, it was pretty cheap. I don't remember how much it was, but for the price tag, it was pretty decent. Like, the smell doesn't bother me at all because, again, it'll be in your eyes and it actually fades once you put it in. The only thing I don't like about these is the shimmers. Not that I don't like them, I haven't really made up my mind about them. As you can see, I'm gonna actually swatch some for you. They're kind of like, well, yeah, See, this one's a little crumbly, that one as well. It's a little patchy. They're more glittery than metallic-y, which is nothing bad. It's a matter of preference, if anything. It's a horrible way to swatch it. We're gonna see how it goes. So I'm just gonna do my eyes and yeah, well, I'll give you my final thoughts once they're actually in my eye. Okay guys, so this is what my eyes look like, and honestly, I am very positively surprised. I mean, not surprised, but like I'm happy that things went out the way that I expected them to. As you could see, blending out the mattes was really, really easy. Like definitely I had a really nice experience doing that. I don't know if it was the fact that I didn't set my concealer before it, but it was really easy. The colors remained very like neon and like bright, so that was really, really nice. What I think about the glitters, as you could see, they were very crumbly, all of them, even with the sparkly ones, or even the one in the center, that one's Pacha, the one in the center, it looks a little metallic-y, but it's like, you can see it, like it's a total mess. But when I was doing the other eye, what I did was I decided to use the ColourPop All-Star Face Setting Spray, and I put it in the brush before going in to see if I could make it work better, and it was definitely, you know, like a total step up. As you can see, everything looks a little more metallic, more vibrant. It was easier to apply with much less fallout. The pinky shimmer, it was still crumbly. It was hard to put it in my eye, even with the setting spray, but other than that, everything was very nice, and I honestly have no complaints. Okay, so now that I found my order, so this palette was $7.95. Honestly, like $7.95. You get 5 mattes and you get 4 shimmers that you can make work with shimmers, and you get really nice blendable mattes in very neon-y colors. I feel like total bang for your buck, hands down. I think it's totally worth it. I hate the smell of this palette. Like, it smells so fake and like kind of like Barbie makeup. It really bothers me, but like honestly, once they're in your eye, there's nothing to smell, and honestly, it looks really good, and it was just $8, bro. Like, that's a total bang for your buck. Okay, so I'm gonna actually put mascara on and some lashes on, because I am lashes from now on. Hey guys, so this is what the eyes look like, and I'm actually really, really happy, one, with the way they're looking, and two, with the formulas. Again, I tried the purple just to make it, one, a colorful look, and two, to just like try overall everything, and honestly, I'm really pleased with this palette. I mean, it was $8. If I wouldn't tell you that this was Lottie London, you could probably think that this was a high-end eyeshadow that I have on, and honestly, I honestly have nothing bad to say. Like, for an $8 palette, this is A++++. Because these are neon colors, this is not something that most likely, you know, for day to day. I mean, if you are into neon colors for the day to day, that's great. Just in my case, I'm not gonna be reaching out for, you know, like a neon palette every single day. So I don't think there should be a reason for me to like spend $25 or $30 or $50 for a neon palette when I could get it all at $8 and make it work for myself. I mean, and not even having to go out of my way. So if anything, this is a solid 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 just because of that pink. Okay, so as you can see, I already have my face makeup on. Honestly, I didn't get any foundation or concealer. I'm not sure that there was a concealer, but when it came to the foundation and the products, it didn't call on to me, and I'm not gonna buy a product just for the sake of it. I just skipped it. So I'm gonna actually go into the bronzer. So I bought the Tan Time bronzer in the shade Light Medium, and it's super cute. Like, it has like a nice couple of stars within the packaging. It's really soft, very I'd say buttery smooth, and I like the fact that this is kind of like a neutrally tone to the bronzer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tap in. Oh, fuck. Okay, it's powdery right off the bat. When I dipped my brush there, it was really powdery. Nothing that really annoys me. I'm gonna tell you how much it cost me. $7. You get 0.31 ounces. Seems like a regular size to me, so I'm just gonna pat this in a little. I'm gonna pat it out because it looks pretty powdery. What the fuck? Okay, so now this is warm, and wow, that looks super warm. I'm glad that it looks darker in the viewfinder so that you can see that it's actually applying pretty darn patchy. Like, you can see that, what is going on? I don't know if it's the fact that I didn't set my face. Let me try another brush. Maybe I went a little too ham. Maybe it was too much too soon. It doesn't look so bad. Well, it doesn't look that bad in person. It's just that in the viewfinder, everything seems to be more highlighted. It's looking kind of red. And I don't know why. Like, what are you being like this? What I do like is that it doesn't hold on to like the texture. Like, I have a little white bumps on my forehead, and it doesn't seem to be holding on to them. But I don't think this is very blendable. I mean, honestly, in person, it isn't as bad. Like, it isn't as bad as it seems in the viewfinder, where you can see like this harsh line. It isn't really much of a harsh line, but more so, it looks kind of red on me. It looked more neutral in my hand than you know, super warm. If anything, I would give this wow, that looks really patchy there. Definitely give this a solid 5 out of 10. Okay, so for the next product, I'm actually gonna go into the blush, which is an Ombre Blush. I guess that it gives you kind of like a couple of choices to play around with, because it's like lighter and hotter. I like a hotter pink here. It's called Red Hot. I picked this because I felt like it was very much in touch with the eyes that I was gonna be making. So it looks a little powdery. It looks like a kind of powdery formula, but can't judge without trying it first. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on the brighter, like on the lighter side, but it's just, yeah, it looks like hot pink. Yeah, it is very powdery. By the way, these products don't have a mirror on. You could probably tell, but I just wanted to mention that. The blush cost me $7 as well. It is smaller though. This has how much? 0.14 ounces, so definitely like half of the bronzer. Let's just hope that this works better than the bronzer. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a nice brush and I'm gonna blend this out now. Okay, so now that I've blended that out, it actually looks nice. It's actually really, really pretty. It matches the eye really nicely. Like, it's a really nice kind of like hot pink. It does blend out. It's just, since it's such a like a neon color, it does look more alive than what I would go for. But that's okay, because that's exactly what I chose when I chose this product. It wasn't hard to blend out. So it's definitely more on the pigmented side, as you could see, but it's not bad at all by any means. I just think it's obviously, you know, Red Hot. It's obviously like a more intense color. Like, it's not good. That's what I just mean. Like, I would definitely give this 6.5 out of 10, because it's easy to blend with. Honestly, the color is on me because I chose it, but it's definitely workable. You can definitely work with this, and I like the fact that even though I didn't set my face, it wasn't hard to blend, and that it's not patchy at all. Like, it just blended out really nicely. It actually looks pretty good, honestly. I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. Okay, solid 7, because it ended up blending up nicely. It looks good with the look that I have right now. If anything, I really hate the bronzer right now. Okay guys, so that was blush, and now we're going into the shimmer quad. And it actually includes the one that I received on FC, which is the Good Girl. I'm not gonna try that one because I already love that one. But if the formula of all of these is the same, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a solid 10 out of 10. Like, it's really nice. I'm gonna try actually the Queen Bee one because it's a little more golden. As you can see, it's more up on the color selection that I have on my. It's really soft, a really soft formula. It's very reflective, as you can see. It's not at all glittery. If you like glittery highlighters, that's definitely not gonna be something that you're gonna like. But if you do like very reflective and very well blendable highlighters, and this is gonna be up your alley very much so. I like the fact that it has a mirror. This cost me $11, and I think it's well worth it because you get 4 shades. This I cannot use, but I would maybe use it as like an eyeshadow. Well, yeah, it is smooth, you know, blendable. It's not crumbly. Maybe it's the glitter in that eyeshadow that's making it so crumbly, but this is so delicious. You can actually see where I put my finger. It's actually super reflective. So I'm gonna jump into the Queen Bee shade, which is kind of like a goldeny shade. So that's just like soft, you know, reflective, a little reflective, but more soft than anything. Okay, so I'm gonna actually now apply more, a little more, so that you can see what that looks like. Bam, more reflective. Like when I move my face, you can see that reflectiveness right there. And what I like about this is that even in person, it doesn't seem like a stripe. You know, some highlighters can look like, you know, right in there, highlighting the texture. This highlights, I mean, powder highlights will do that, but I feel like this doesn't highlight as much the texture that I might have here. And honestly, it's so blendable and so natural looking. Like, it's just like as if my skin was like super reflective just because. I really like this. This is definitely solid 10 out of 10. And now for the final product. It's actually a gloss. Lottie London Gloss Supercharged Gloss Oil in the shade Slick, which is a corally shade, as you can see. Okay, so as you can see, it's not 100% pigmented, but at the same time, it's not like a clear gloss. It definitely has a little bit of color to it. I'm not a fan of the smell. Again, it smells like fake lip gloss. I don't know why, but like, let me see, does the blush smell? Like nothing else. Yeah, okay, so there's a thing with this makeup brand that it has like weird Barbie makeup smell, and I'm not into it. It's not that it's a deal breaker for me, because again, these are colors and shades that I would use every once in a while, and again, that they fade away, the smell. It's not something that you stay with once you put them on. The lips definitely hasn't gone away, and it's not a super intense smell, but I really don't like it. It's sweet, kind of like caramel, like artificial caramel. I don't like it. It's like artificial candy, and I'm not a fan of it. I'm not gonna lie. In terms of the formula, it does feel like an oil. It's super soft, very comfortable. It's not sticky at all. Give this 6 out of 10. I don't think I would use this ever again, but because the smell bothers me. So you guys, those were the products for Lottie London. That was pretty much it for today. So if you found this video helpful and entertaining, then just give it a thumbs up. Comment down below any other brand that you'd like me to try. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.